Hey everyone. This entry will not have some overarching big theme like it did last time. I've been pretty stuck in the last few weeks, so I will report just what is. I continued monitoring the data gathering algos for quality and quantity of trades, and it keeps hitting new lows in the last 2 weeks. For instance, in week 5, there have been a bit over 400 trades altogether, whereas prior to the slump, the weekly average was around 2,000. The quality of selections also leaves much to be desired. With 4 different distances at and above 1.5, I've been given only 2 coins a week. Distances of 0.8 and 1.1 seem to get at least some action. And the combined quality-quantity graph shows very low numbers as well. I feel quite burnt out, and the ideas for new strategies are not coming together as naturally as I would have hoped. So for the time being, I try to at least tweak the existing natural selection algos to stop the bleeding in real trades. You see, even though the lower 2 distances are at least somewhat active, it does not translate into profits. Moreover, they've been losing quite a lot. Over the last 3 weeks, 0.8 is down more than 200 USDT. 1.1 is barely surviving at plus 14. Higher distances have very few trades, but at least they are in the green. Interestingly, there is a huge overall difference by side. Buy is up 68, while sell is down 178. First, I went to check and update the whitelists. A few of you have asked how often I update the whitelists, and I responded that I didn't really have a set schedule. Well, let's see, maybe I should. I generated new selections based on data gathering from these 4 low volume weeks. Let's take 0.8 for instance. Consistency looks pretty okay here. PNL is in green at 5.6. Well, just for laughs, let's check out how this selection would have done prior to that. Well, it is completely different. The total for all time is minus 12, and up until this point, that would have been a very terrible selection. And same with 1.1. The new selection would have performed pretty badly earlier. Then I did the reverse. I approximated my old selection and checked how it performed recently. Again, it's a complete 180. All green before week 3, and then mostly red afterwards. It's a nearly identical pattern between 0.8 and 1.1. So this is the actual proof that it does make sense to keep the whitelists updated. I was content with what I had as long as it performed well, but then I failed to react quickly enough once the trend had reversed. While updating the lists in the actual trading algos, I decided to also try something new. In the performance filter, instead of cutting the coin off completely based on lifetime, I switched it to all time. It means that the coin will keep trading as long as it is not down 15 USDT overall, no matter what its best baseline was. This time around, I have much fewer coins to work with, so it is a good opportunity to try this modification. Before we go to show me the money, I would like to show you another piece of analysis for real trading with my natural selection strategy. I took the results since the last time I've reported to you and broken them down by group. What I found is pretty interesting. A quick reminder, Group 0 is the first 3 most active markets, Group 1 is markets 4 through 15, and then in further increments of 15. Group 0 is performing badly across the board, both buy and sell put together as well as individually. Group 3, where I do have it, is pretty green on both sides. Groups 1 and 2 are a mixed bag. On the buy side, they're doing well overall, with one exception. But on the sell side, both are a disaster pretty much regardless of distance. Exceptions are negligible. So overall, this lost me 111 USDT. Just as a hypothetical, if I were to simply completely shut down everything at 1.8 and everything in group 0, I would have been at plus 158 instead. Oh well, I hope this could be a lesson well learned. For Show Me the Money, I am adding the results of my other strategies. As much as it pains me to say it, since last time I'm down 80 USDT. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, days like these, losing 50 or 60 at a time, stick out in my memory quite a bit more than the ones where I made 50 or 60. High Bitcoin whitelist again saves the day, just a bit, although it's been mostly MIA. My little trial algos with active markets on High Bitcoin at 0.8 are not turning out all that well so far. They lost me 11 USDT. So yeah, this looks chaotic and all over the place. Maybe I'll drop the order size for a while in group 0 and at 0.8 overall, to still be able to keep track, but not lose so much money. In terms of PNL overall, I've been pretty much running in place for the last 4 weeks. And the total for this calendar month, 2 weeks in, is exactly 0. I'm neither losing nor gaining anything, well, except I'm running up my trading volume, which is gradually approaching 1 million since my last report. This video has not been too upbeat, I'll give you that. But in the spirit of being honest and forthright, when I'm down, that is exactly what I'll report. I hope your own trading is doing better. If you want, maybe drop by my Telegram chat and let me know what's been working for you recently. Today we've learned that updating whitelists is pretty important. Whole sets of 50 to 80 coins may turn around dramatically, much like a flock of birds. And even if not updating on a schedule, it is a matter of catching the exact moment where it is appropriate to do so. Also, I guess we've learned that the very top 3 active markets are behaving in much less predictable ways than the ones further down the list. At least that's what my data shows me. Alright, see you next time. Maybe there will be more fun things to report.